The following program is presented by Ballinran Entertainment. As Southwestern Ontario's largest film, television, and digital media studio, we illuminate extraordinary stories, sharing them with the world.
And now, of course, the moment that we've all been waiting for.
My jaw was at the floor. I could not believe what I saw.
This is like the story of my life here.
Well, first of all, I don't know how I ended up with the heavy end of this thing.
Now, I am here in a 1959 Corvette.
350,000 folks. This is an exciting moment in Canadian history. We sold it. Thank you so much for joining us. It's the Petroliana and advertising sale, the December sale, and a big one.
Absolutely. I mean, check out the condition. We're constantly raising the bar here at Miller & Miller to ensure that you're getting the best quality product that is available in today's market. And I tell you, it's hard to find this sort of thing these days. It's a very active market, but we're happy to bring it to you when we can find it.
Certainly. And, you know, a name that's always been synonymous with quality is a gentleman that's near and dear to us. He was near and dear to our late father, Jim Miller. His name is Peter Kloot, and somebody that's been a part of the automobilia audience for so long, for that community for so long.
Starting the auction off with a great run of soda verticals. Lot number 1 is the 7-Up First Against Thirst 1968 vertical sign, and we've been advanced to 3.5. Thank you for that bid. $375 then now. At $375 go $400, take it to $4 now. At $375 and then $400 now. 7119 come right back in at $375 and then $400. Now is the time to act. What a bargain on this. The first lot of the day, the 7-Up vertical at $400 then $425. I've got the bid $400 on, you're in. Yes, now $425. Got a bid $400 then $425. Here's an absolute deal at $400 then $425. Now I got a bid $400 on then $425, but are we all through and done? Got to run then at $400 then $425. The deal of the day happening as lot number 1 at $425. Got it then $450. Back to you at $425 and then $4.5. I got a bid $425 here and then $450. Go $450. Go 7102. Your turn at $450 then $475 now. At $450 then $75 and $50 then $75 and $50 then $75. Here's a bargain at $450 then $475. Got to run though. Last chance to bid and final call at $450 only. Now $475. Any further bids? Final call. Sold it there, $450, well done. Great move on that. Lot number 2, check out the embossing on this. The bottle literally pops right off of it. It's the Canada Dry. Vertical sign, lot number 2, we've been advanced to $1,500. Now $16, please. At $15, then $1,600. Can't upgrade this one. At $15, then $1,600 now. At $15, then $16 in the wax paper. It's new old stock. At $15, then $1,600. $15, then $1,600. Now are we all done? At $15, now $1,600. Hammers in the air. Gotta go. Fair warning then. At $15, now $1,600. Sold there at $1,500. I like your taste. Lot number 3, another excellent example. The Pepsi-Cola Say Pepsi Please slogan vertical sign. Again, a 9.25. Check out the color. Check out the gloss. $800 only. At $800 now, $850. $800 then $8.5. Tough to upgrade this one. You just won't. At $800 then $8.5 now. Got a bit $800 on, then $850 where? At $800 then $850. Got $800 then $8.5. At $800 here, I'd have thought much more. At $800 then $850 now for a 9.25. At $800 then $850 go. $800 then $8.5. At $800 where? That $850 last chance then. At $800 then $8.5. Here's a deal. $800 now $8.5. Any further bids, then final call on the Say Pepsi Please vertical sign. Fair warning. Sold at $800. Well done. Sold at $800. Lot number 4 then from 1959. The 7-Up Fresh Up vertical sign with that great bottle graphic that fills the entire sign. $500 bid. Now $5.5, please. At $500 bid, then $5.5 now. At $500 bid, then $5.5. Strong color and gloss. At $500, then $5.5 here. You get $500, then $550, then $500, then $5.5. I'm at $500 here, then $550. Go $600 now. $5.5 and $600 now. At $5.5 and then $600 now. You gotta love vertical signs, all uniform in size. They display so well together. At $550, then $600 on this one. At $5.5 and then $600 only. At $500, then $650, then $650, then 6 now. 7102, your turn. Try it again. At 550, then 600 now. Are we all done? Fair warning then. At 5, thank you. 600, then 6.5. At 600, then 6.5. Welcome, 7034. At 600, then 6.5 now. Got a bit 600, then 6.5. Got a bit 600 here, then 650. Where? At 600, then 6.5. You're going to let it get away. 7119, it's your turn if you'd like. At 600 now, 650. Thank you. 6.5 and 700. At 6.5 and then 700 now. 6.5 and then 7. Got a bit 6.5 here and then 700 on the 1959. 7 up vertical at 6.5 and then 700. Last chance and final call. Then got to run 700 then 750. At 700 then 7.5 now. Excuse me. 700 then 7.5. Are we all done? Fair warning then, everyone. At 700, 7.5. Got to go. Last chance to bid. Final call. Anyone else? Fair warning. Sold it there. 700. Well done. Lot number 5 here. It's the glowing bottle Coca-Cola vertical. A classic Canadian sign here from St. Thomas Metal Signs. They made the best. 375 is bid. Now 400, please. 375 bid, then 400 now. Here's an absolute steal at just 375, 400. At 375 and 400 now. Get a bit 375 and then 400. Go 375 and then 400 now. The least I've seen one of these at in a long time. At 375 here at the 400. 375 and the 400 now. Get 375 at the 400. Thank you. 425 then. At 400 then 425 at the 425 at the 425 on the glowing bottle vertical. At 400 then 425. Are we all done? At 400 bid then 425 now. Last chance and final call. Then anyone else? At 425 and 50 then. 425 and then 450 go 450 go 450 go 450 now. At 425 and then 450 go 450 go 450 now. Are we all through? Last chance and final call. Anyone else? Fair warning. Sold it at 425. Lot number 6 then. It's the Coca-Cola bottle and button vertical sign here. Another nice one, 700 bid. Got it here, 7.5 then. At 700 then 7.5. You get 700 here, then 7.5. Where? At 700 then 7.5. Good time to put together a nice run of verticals. At 700 then 750. 700 here, then 7.5. Get a bit 700 here, then 7.5. Are we all done? Fair warning then. Last chance and final call. Anyone else? At 700, 750 on the bottle and button vertical. Any further bids? Final call then. Sold it there, 700. Lot number 7 here. It's the 6-pack vertical Coca-Cola from 1951. Check out the condition on this one. 700 bid only on the 6-pack vertical. This is the good one here. At 700 bid now, 750 please. At 700 then 7.5. I get a bid 700 here, then 7.5. Thank you. 800 then 850. 800 then 8.5. I'm at 800 here, then 8.5. Where? Get a bid 800 then 8.5. Try it again. At 800 then 8.5. I get a bid 800 here, then 8.5. Where? Get a bid 800 here, then 8.5. Are we all done? At 800 then 8.5. At 800 here, then 8.5. Thank you. 8.5 and then 900. Got it. Yes, now 950. It's right back to you. 7193. Try it again. At 900 then 9.5. I get a bid 900 here, then 9.5. I get a 900 then 9.5. At 900 here, then 9.5. At 900 then 9.5. What do you say? 7193, it's your turn at 950. Got 900 on, still far below our expectations here. It's a bargain at 900, the 9.5. Got a bit 900 here, the 9.5. Condition, 950. Thank you, 1,000 then. At 950, then 1,000 now. At 9.5, and then 1. Got a bit 9.5, and then 1,000 now. 9.5, and then 1. Got a bit 9.5 here, bid, then 1,000. Thank you, 1,100 then. At 1,000, then 1,100. And 1,000, then 11, and a bit 1,000, then 11, and a bit 1,000 here, then 1,100 where? At 1,000, then 11, but I got to run here. 7193, your turn. At 1,000, then 1,100. 1,000 bid, then 1,100 where? 1,000, then 11 on the 6-pack vertical Coca-Cola sign from 1951. Any further bids? Anyone else then? Got to run. Here's a deal. At 1,000, then 1,100. Fair warning. Any further bids? Final call then. Got to run at 1,000, 1,100. Last chance and final call. Sold it there at 1,000. Brings us to lot number 8 here. It's the double dot Pepsi Cola vertical sign. A 1940s Pepsi sign here with, again, the full bottle graphic and the price. 1,100 bid. Thank you. 12, 13 then. At 12 and then 1,300 now on the double dot. At 12 and then 13, the 12 and then 1,300 now. If you know the importance of that extra dot, that's the earlier Pepsi signs. At 12 and then 1,300 for those who know. At 12 and then 1,300 now. Got a bit 1,200 bid, then 13. Get 12 and then 1,300 now. Not one you see very often. Not a condition like this. A great Canadian vertical here. At 12 then 1,300. At 12 and then 13. Got a bit 12 and then 13. Got a bit 12 and then 1,300 now. Last chance then at fair warning. Got to run at 12 and then 13 on this iconic St. Thomas Metal signs. Sign 12, 13, last chance and final call. Anyone else? On the Pepsi double dot vertical, hammers up, gotta go at 12, 1,300. Sold it there. 1,200. You got it. Well done. And lot number 9, another Pepsi-Cola vertical sign from 1955 here. It's an 8.75. The condition is right. One you don't often see with the full bottle graphic, that great Pepsi bottle at 13, now 1,400, got a bid 13 here, then 1,400 where? At 13, then 14, got a bid 13, then 1,400, now here's an absolute bargain. Pay attention, everybody, 15, thank you, 1,600, at 15, then 1,600 now, at 15, then 1,600, I'm at 1,500 with you, now 16, please, you're out, you got to be 1,600, 15, then 16, 7,223, at 15, then 16, got a bid 15, then 1,600 now, got a bid 15, then 16, got a bid 15, then 1,600 now on the Pepsi bottle vertical sign, at 15, now 1,600. 15, 16, thank you, 17, try it at 1,800 now, gotta be quick. At 17 and then 1,800, 17 and then 1,800, at 1,700 here, then 1,800 where? Gotta be 1,700 on, and then 18, but are we all through and done? Is that it? I'd have thought much more. 18, thank you, 1,900. At 1,900, try it at 2,000 then. At 19, then 2, get a bit 19, then 2, get a bit 19, then 2, get a bit 19, now 2,000, your turn. At 19, then 2, now 22 and a half, and try it at 2,500. At 22 and a half, and then 25, get a bit 2250, then 25, get a bit 2250, then 2,500 now. Try it again, 71.29. One more, just may get you in. At 2250, then 2,500 now. At 22 and a half, and then 25, get a bit 2250, then 25 on the rare Pepsi vertical. Hammers up though, gotta run at 22 and a half, 25, take it, yes, now 27.50. You gotta try it at 27.50. You're out 71.29. One more bid just may get you in on this rare Pepsi vertical here at 25 and then 27.50. At 2,500, then 27 and a half. Last chance then, you're out 71.29. You gotta try it again if you'd like it. Hammers up and fair warning then at 25, 27.50. Thank you, now you're in. Now 3,000 please. 3,000 now, you're out 72.90. You're out. At 3,000, please. 27.50, then 3. Got to be 27 and a half, and then 3,000. Are we all done? Fair warning, then, everybody. At 27 and a half and 3,000. Last chance to bid. Final call on the Pepsi vertical. Sold it there. 27.50. Thank you very much. And we're still running with the verticals here. Lot number 10. It's the Orange Crush 1954 vertical bottle sign. Again, the bottle graphic filling the entire vertical sign. 11, thank you, 1,200 now, and 11, then 12, get a bit 11, then 12, get a bit 11, then 12, get a bit 11, then 1,200, please. And 11, then 12, get a bit 11, then 12, get a bit 11, then 1,200 now, 1,200, then 13. I'm at 12 here, then 1,300, please. At 12, and then 13, get a bit 12, and then 1,300 now, get a bit 12, and then 13, get a bit 12, and then 13, get a bit 12, 13, 12, 13, 12 on. Yes, you're on. Now 13, I've got you in 72.53. You're on. You're safe for now. 12 and 1,300. Had a bit 12 here, the 13, get a bit 12 and the 1,300. Now are we all done? Fair warning then, 12 and 1,300. Hammers up, gotta run. Thank you, 13, 1,400. Back to you, 72.53. Try it again, gotta be quick. 13 then 1,400, would you like it? At 13 then 1,400 now on the 1954 Orange Crush vertical. At 13 then 14, get a bit 13 then 1,400 now. 13 then 14 Orange Crush. It's the hottest in soda advertising. 14, now 15. We've got a gorgeous vertical sign here at just 14 and 1,500. 14 is bid. You're in 7024, 7334. Jump back in at 15. At 14, then 1,500. At 14, then 15. Get a bit 14, then 15. Get a bit 14, then 15. Gotta go. Gotta run. Fair warning then. At 14, now 1,500. Last chance to bid. Final call, everybody. Thank you. 15. You're back in. 15, 1,600. 15, then 1,600 now. At 15, then 16, get a bit 15, then 1,600 now. Gotta go, gotta run. At 15, then 1,600. Fair warning, 7024. Last chance. Final call on the Orange Crush vertical. Hammers up. Any further bids? Sold it there, 1,500. We sold it at 15. And here it is. Lot of people waiting for this one. Lot number 11, a fresh discovery. The Orange Crush, using the slogan, thirsty, ask for a crush. 25 we've got. We've got 25 on, 27 and a half to the telephone. At 27, 53,000, then 32 and a half now. At 32.50, then 35, get a bit 35, and then 37.50. At 35, and then 37 and a half. Rarely found in this condition, rarely found at all. 4,000, then 42.50. At 4, then 42 and a half. 4,000 bidden. I've got you in, sir. You've got great taste. Asking 42 and a half then now. We've got a telephone bidder who's walking away at 4,000, then 42.50. Up. 4,000, then 42 and a half. At 4,000 here, then 42.50. I've got a bid 4,000 on, then 42 and a half. But are we all done? On the rare Canadian 1936 Orange Crush sign, I'll take it, 42 and a half. Now 4,547.50. 7323. I like your taste. This is a rare sign, especially in this condition. A product, of course, of St. Thomas metal signs. They made the best. And here's a perfect example of that. 5,000. Thank you. 5,500 now. And 5 and then 55. Gonna bid 5 and then 55 now. At 5 and then 55. Gonna bid 5 and then 55. This is not one to let go. 55. 6,000, please. 6,000, then it's back to you. Thank you. 6,500 then. 6,500. 6,000, then 6,500. This is as good as it gets for Canadian soda advertising. 65 and 7,000. 65 and 7,000 now. 7,000, 7,500, please. At 7, then 75. Gonna bid 7, then 75 now. At 7, then 7,500. I'm at 7,000 here. You're in. I've got you on. Yes, you're in. 7,500, though, please. 7,000, then 75. At 7, then 75. At 7, then 75. At 7, then 75. And the fabulously rare 7,500. Thank you. 8,000. Now you're out. Back to you at 75 and then 8,000. Now 8,500. At 8,000 then 85. Gonna bid 8 and then 85. Gonna bid 8 and then 85 now. At 8 and then 85. Gonna bid 8 and then 85. At 8 and then 85 now. This comes as no surprise to the Orange Crush community. This is a sign that does not come up often at all and never in condition like this. So 8,500 is not crazy. At 8 now 8,500 now. 8,000 bid, now 8,500. At 8 and then 85, got to bid 8 and then 85, got to bid 8 and then 8,500. Now try it again. One more just may do it. At 8,000, then 8,500, but I got to run now. I have to go. At 8,000, then 8,500 now. Last chance. Fair warning, everybody. 8,000 bid, now 8,500. Unlocked from a very old collection. We're selling it today at 8,000 or 8,500. Fair warning, last chance, and thank you, 8,500, now 9,000. At 85 and then 9,000, now gonna bid 85 and then 9, gonna bid 85 and then 9. Don't let it get away. You were this close. 9,000, 9,500 then. At 9 and then 95, gonna bid 9 and then 9,500 now. At 9 and then 95, are we all through and done on this rare Orange Crush Canadian 1936 sign? My hammer's in the air. It's got that crinkly brown bottle graphic, so recognized. At 9,000, 9,500. Last chance and final call. My hammer's up. I gotta go for real this time. At 9,000, 9,500. Anyone else? Fair warning then. 9,000, 9,500. Sold it there at 9,000. Well done. Great sign. Lot number 12. Another iconic piece of soda advertising. This, the Vernors Ginger Ale vertical sign here at 800 bid, now 8.5 with that great gnome graphic. At 800 then 8.5. Now here's an absolute bargain. 900 then 950. At 900 then 9.5. Got to bid 900 then 9.5 now. 9's on, then 950, go 900 then 9.5. At 900 then 950. What more do you want in a vertical soda sign? Stellar graphics on this one. 900 then 950. 900 the 9.5, got to bid 900 the 950, go 900 the 950, go 900 the 9.5. At 900 the 950, got it, yes, then 950, 1,000 then, coming in LA, 1,000 then 1,100 now. And 1,000 then 11, 1,000 here, then 1,100 now. 1,000 then 11, 1,000 then 11, 1,000 here, then 1,100 where? And 1,000 then 11, thank you, 1,200 then. At 11 then 1,200 now, a great vertical sign. Vernors Ginger Ale. And 11, then 12, at 11, then 12, at 11, then 12, at 11, then 1,200, please. And 1,100 bid, then 1,200 where? I'm at 11 here, then 1,200. And 11, then 12, at 11, then 12, at 11, then 12. Are we all done? Fair warning then. At 11, now 1,200, gotta run. This could be the deal so far today. At 11, now 1,200. And 11, just 11. Now 1,200 now on the Vernors vertical. At 11, then 1,200, gotta go, gotta run. Fair warning then, 11, now 1,200 hammers in the air. Is that it? Is that all? Try it again, 7034. At 11, then 1,200, fair warning, gotta go. Hammers up, last chance, final call, any further bids? Fair warning. Sold it there at 1,100, nice buy. Lot number 13. The 1967 Mountain Dew Hillbilly vertical sign. Now this has to be one of the most memorable and successful advertising campaigns in North American soda history. The Hillbilly campaign from Mountain Dew. At 22.5, stands to reason this sign should sell for much more. One of the best verticals there are. 2250 and 2500 now. 22.5 and then 2500. 2250 then 25, got a bit 2250 then 25. You're buying memories at 22.5 and now 2500 now. At 2250 then 25, got a bit 2250 then 2500 now. 2250 then 25 at 2250 then 25. Try it again. 2250, you're in 7024. 2250 then 2500 now. Anyone else? At 2250 then 25, get 2250 then 25 now. You must pay attention anytime a hillbilly vertical's coming up at 22.5 and 2500 now. So few of these coming to market these days. Got a nice example at just 22.5 and 2500. I've got to go then at 22.5 bid, then 2500. Hammers in the air. Anyone else? At 2250, then 2500. Last chance and final call. Any further bids? Fair warning then. 2250, 25. Sold to there at 22.5. Thank you. Lot number 44. Couple of rare signs coming up here. Similar but different. The first one being the Paragon heavy-duty motor oil sign from 1954. A lot of talk about these. 14, 1500, thank you, 1600 now. Just a great advertising sign here in condition that you'll not top. 16, 17, now 1800. 17, then 1800 now. 18, then 1900. Head up at 19, then 2000. At 19, then 2, get up at 2, then 22.5. 22.5 and 2500 now. On the Paragon motor oil sign, 25 now, 27.5. At 2500 bid, then 2750, go 3000. At 27.5 and 3000 now. Get up at 2750, then 3, get up at 2750, then 3, get up at 2750, then 3000 now. At 27.5 and then 3, get up at 3000, 32.5. Your turn, 7236. At 3000, then 32, 50, go 32, 50, go 32, 50, 32, 50, then 3500 now. 32.5 and then 35, get up at 32.5 and then 3500 now. 3250, then 35, get up at 3250, then 35, 3250, then 3500 now. 32.5 and then 35. Paragon heavy-duty motor oil at 3250, 3500. Last chance and final call, then got to run at 32.5 and now 3500. Fair warning, 7281, it's your turn at 3250, 35. Any further bids and final call then? Fair warning. Sold it at 32.5, and that brings us to lot number 45. This one, the Paraline heavy-duty motor oil sign. Paraline from 1951. Man, these look great together. At 16, then 1700. They've lived their life together to now. Keep them together. 19, 2000, 22.5. Thank you. At 2000, the 22, 50, and 2500. At 25, at the 27.5. At 25, at the 2750, go 2750, then 3000 now. On the Paraline heavy-duty motor oil sign, 27.5 and 3000. At 2750, then 3000 now. Get up at 2753. Thank you. 3250 then. At 3000, the 32.5. At 3000, the 3250, go 3250, go 3250 now. Your turn. At 3000, the 32.5. 3,000 bid, then 32.5. You're in. Yes, you're on 7281 at 3. I've got you in at 3. 32.5. We're asking, though, at 3,000, then 32.5. Last chance, everyone. Fair warning on the Paraline heavy-duty motor oil sign. My hammer's in the air. One more kick just may do it, but I've got to run at 3, 32.5. Fair warning, then final call. Sold it there at 3,000, and I'm going to pass the gavel to Ethan for lot number 46.
Moving along here, so much excitement to come today. Market's alive and well. Action's happening. We're excited to be selling this content. It's just so hard to find it these days, but here it is today, one by one. Get in while you can. 425, 450 on Dunlop. What a nice one at Canadian. 450, 475, 500 now, 500 now. Great colors, 500, 550 now, please. Art Deco, 500, 550 now. Thank you. Now 600 wear at 556 on Dunlop, 556. You never see this one. 650 now at 600, 6.5. Thank you. Now 700 at 700, please. 657, your turn at 650 now, 700 wear at 6.5 now, 700 wear. You never see it. Hammers in the air. 657, great color. 657, anybody else? Fair warning. 657, thank you. 750, got to run. 700, 7.5. Who else? Now 800 now, please. 758, safe and sound. 758, got to run. Hammers in the air at 7.5. 800, wear fair warning then. 758, took it. 850 now. 850 now on Dunlop. 800, 850, thank you, 900. Can't find this stuff, 859, your turn. At 859 now, where? At 859 now, gotta run. At 859 now, coming down, fair warning. 859, last chance and final call, 859, where? Sold at 850, thank you very much. 47, moving along here. More excitement in the Petroliana realm. Oh, here's a beauty. Love this sign. Take a look at the logo, upper center. Love the General Tire sign, convex. It's a killer from 47. 1500, 1600 now. That's a rare sign. Never seen one. 15, 16 on this one. 15, 1600 from an old collection. At 15, 16, it's fresh to the market. At 15, 1600 now. Took it. 1700 convex. 1800 now. At 1718, it puts it in a different category, a convex sign. At 17, 1800 now. At 17, 1800 now. On General Tire, it's a rarity. At 1700, 1800 then. Is that all? At 1718. What a killer. 1718 coming down. 18, 1900. Rarest of the rare. 2000. 2000 from an old collection. 2000. Thank you. 2250. At 2000, 22 and a half. 2500. Fresh to the market. 22 and a half. 25. At 2250. Love that graphic. At 2250, 25. Your turn. 2250. Convex. 25. Your turn. 2250. 25. Anybody else? That's a rarity. When it's gone, it's gone. 25, 2750. At 25 and then 750. At 25, thank you, 750. Now 3,000, please. 3,000, please. 27 and a half, 3. When it's gone, it's gone. 2753. Anyone else? Hammers up. Thank you. 3250 at 3000. 3250. Nobody's seen one. 3000. 3250. Convex at 3000. 3250. Now your turn. At 3000. 3250. Now no one's seen one. 3000. 32 and a half. Anybody else? Fair warning. 3000. 32 and a half. Sold at 3000. Thank you. 48. 48, getting into some of the great material today, the Fisk Tires Time to Retire sign. What a nice one from the mid-60s at 1200, 1300, your turn. Fisk Tires, 1200, 1300 now. What a graphically impressive sign. Tells a story at 1200, 1300, took it. 14, took it. 1500 where? At 14, 1500 where? At 14, 15, your turn. Time to retire. Nice sign. At 14, 1500, your turn. At 14, 1500 now. Does anyone else want in? 14, 15. Fair warning then. It's nice. Conditions there at 14, 15. Hammers in the air coming down. I'm only at 1400, 1500. Fair warning. 14, 15 where? Coming down 14, 15. Sold 14, thank you. 49 is, oh yes, the die cut. Love this sign. We've sold a few of these over the years. Never this nice. 3250, 3500. What could you ask for more in a sign? It's killer. Die cut. Take a look at the upper center. The mascot himself. Candlelight Fisk. 32 and a half, 3500. At 3250, 35, condition is there. 3250, 35, your turn. 3250, 35, nice sign. 3250, 35, that's an eye popper. 3250, 35 on Fisk, is that all? Someone will be doing well. 3250, 35, the best of the best. When it's gone, it's gone. Thank you. 35, 3750, you're out. 35, 750, 35, 750, is that all? 35, 750, anybody else? Fair warning then. 35, 750, fair warning. 35, 7.5, anybody else? 35, 7.5. Sold, right there. 50 coming up, it's the GM Delco Light. Water Systems die cut sign, dealer sign, hanging sign, double-sided sign, 475.5. Sign of a good sign when it says GM. 556, your turn, rare sign. 556, 657. 657, rare sign. 758, rare sign. 859, 51,000, rarity. 1100, rare sign. 12, 1300, rare sign. At 12, 13, 1400 now. 1400 now. 1500 now. At 1415, your turn. General Motors. 14, 1500 now. 14, 1500 now. What do you say? 14, 15, 1600 now. At 15, 16. GM Delco, 1700 now. At 1700. 1617, your turn. Great color, 1617. At 1617, anybody else coming down? 1800 now. 1800 now. 1900 now. 1900 now. Great sign with the die-cut image. 1900 now. At 1819 coming down. 1819 Canadian funds. 1819, anybody else? 1900, last chance then, and final call. Thank you. Thanks for joining us today. Here's a great one. Never see the early Skidoo. This takes us back to the beginnings of this remarkable company, Skidoo. Bombardier Snowmobile. It takes us to the golden age of that Canadian company, the iconic Skidoo company dealer's sign. My eyes almost popped out of my head when I saw this sign in the sale. Skidoo Sales and Service. Just how many of these are out there and survived in this condition? 4,000, 42 and a half, 4,500, bid your heart out. 42 and a half, bid your heart out. 4,500 at 4,250, 45, you'll never find another one. 4,750, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, hang it up like a Picasso. 4,755, 4,755. Look at what this represents. The earliest of the Skidoos, 4755, took it 5,500. The earliest, 55 and 6,000 wear. 6,000 wear at 55, 6,000 wear. The earliest of the Skidoo success story. Bombardier, 55.6. Folks, when it's gone, it's gone. Didn't even know these existed. So much commentary about this sign. 5,500, 6,000. Condition is there. 55.6. Your turn. 55.6. Took it. 6,000. 6,500. Now 7,000 now. 65.7. Take a look at the awesome script. The early V Skidoo script. Isn't that great? Like the front of the Skidoo itself. 65.7. Your turn. 65.7 on Skidoo. 65.7. 65.7, it's a killer. 6,500, 7,000, when it's gone, it's gone. How many of these exist? 6,507, is that all? Are we in and done? When it's gone, it's gone. 65.7, your turn. 65, 7,000, anybody else? Skidoo from 64, wow. 65.7, fair warning, coming down, are you sure? 65.7. Think about what it represents. 65.7 coming down, fair warning. 65.7, anybody else? I sold it at 6,500. Thank you very much. Lot 77 coming down the pipes. They get better and better and better. Is this right, 76? Okay, pardon me. We're at 76. I thought we just sold this. So we're at 1,200. And then 1,300, they all look similar. At 1,213, my apologies, 1,213, your turn. 12 and 1,300, it's a nice one. 12 and 1,300, it's a hanging sign. You're buying a double-sided porcelain die-cut Michelin sign at a record low, 1,213. That is a bargain for the price of porcelain signs in the tire these days. Wow. 1213, your turn. 1213 on the die-cut double-sided hanging porcelain sign. It's a 9. It's a 9. At 12 and 1,300, colors are great. They pop. 1213, go. At 1213, your turn. 1213, is that all? A hanging sign. 1213, got to run. 1213, anybody else? 12 and 13, 12 and 1,300. Sold it at 1,200, thank you. 77, now here we go. The motorcycle tires, the crown jewel for sure. From 77, Take a look at this, 1617 now on the Michelin Motorcycles tire sign, and you can see the Bibendum, he's waving on the motorcycle. 1700 should be at 1617, at 1617, fire red, 1700, if you like good signs, 1700, fair warning, 1617, is that all? At 16, thank you, 1700, 1800 now, I should think so, 1900 motorcycle tires, 2000 motorcycle at 19.2, you can't find them, 19.2, your turn, 19.2 motorcycle at 1900, 2000, a buy and a bargain at 19.2, condition is a 9 at 1900, 2000, gotta run, 19.2, gotta go, at 1900, are we all done? What value at 2000? 2250, what incredible value here at 2250, 2500 motorcycle tires, 2250, 25, the colors pop, there's no fading, there's no offensive damage of any kind at 2250, 25, Michelin motorcycle, it's got a ring to it, 2250, 25, coming down, 2250, 25, anybody else, fair warning, when it's gone, it's gone. 2250, 25, last chance then, final call, 22.5, 25, where? Well done, that did it. 78, this one's one you don't see as often, in fact, unusual graphics on this, I think it's incredibly well done. The tire makes the sign, doesn't it? 1200, 1300 on this one, 1213. All the great Michelin stuff comes from Europe, so let's get over that right away. 1200, 1300, these are great signs at 12 and 1300. It better come from Europe at 12 and 1300, where a lot of the great signs are made. At 1213, any advanced level collector will tell you that instantly. 12 and 1300 now, 1213. This one's unusual, 12 and 1300 there. With the tire pop out, 12, 1300, kind of pops out, 12 and 1300 now where? At 12 and 13. I love the tones on this, the 4 tones at 13, 1400 now. Multiple tones make this sign come together at 12 and 13, 1400 now, 1415. The multiple tones of the yellows and the blues at 15, 1600, at 14, 16, 1700 now, at 16, 17, the multiple colors make this one come alive at 17, 1800 now. What value in this sign at 17, 1800? I think it's one of the best looking signs we're selling today, to be honest, at 17, 1800 and 17, 1800 now. What a sign at 17, 1800 now. Colors kind of pop, coming down at 1718. What value? 171800. What value? Coming down. Fair warning. 1718. Fair warning at 1718. Last chance and final call. Sold it there. Well done. 79. The Goodrich tires horizontal. 1940s. It's all properly marked, BF Goodrich. I've got 2750, 3000 on the telephone. 2753. Yes, at 2750, 3000. The colors are there. It's a hard sign to find at the best of times. At 2750, 3000 only. What an opportunity. And folks, when it's gone, it's gone. 2753. Colors are there. Conditions there. It's TAC authenticated. 2753. That's all for free at 2750, 3000. 3,000, part of the Miller & Miller guarantee at 2750, 3,000 on Goodrich. Looks like Ben's phone bidder's got the torch here at 2753. Anybody else want in on the opportunity at 2753? I thought that was thousands. At 2753 coming down, 2753 hammers up. Are we in or out? 2753, final call, 2750, 3,000 now where? On the phone. Goes to Ben Lennox, bidder on the phone. 80 is the Goodyear Tires Good Wear sign. Take a look at this. It's a big sign. It's a desirable sign. Goodyear Cord Canada sign. One of the key pieces, I think, in the tire department today. We're at 3,000, 3250. Take a moment to observe the size of this sign. At $32.50, $3,500, and then take a look at the graphics. Get lost in it for a moment. At $32.50, $3,500, conditions there. $32.50, $3,500. What a bargain today. A porcelain sign with those graphics, good year. I'll tell you, it's a good year to be buying at $3,500, $3,750. Your turn. $35,750, $4,000 should be twice the money. $3,754. At $3,750, $4,000 now. With those graphics, it's like I'm looking at Saturn, for heaven's sake. At $3,750, $4,000 now, please. At $4,000 now, please. It's just good advertising. $3,754. Big bad porcelain is what you call that. At $3,754. At $3,754. Goodyear. $3,754. What an opportunity for those shopping for good porcelain today. Good and early and big and beautiful. $3,754 coming down. $3,754, a buy and a bargain. Last chance, folks. When it's gone, it's gone. $3,754, $4,000. Anybody else? $3,754 coming down at $3,754, $4,000. Fair warning, $4,000 where? Sold it. Wow, you did well there.
And it brings us to lot number 100. It's the Coca-Cola General Store merchant sign. You've got that privilege panel, that green panel across the top edge that could have had your store's name on it. A nice double-sided porcelain sign here at $1,100 bid, then 12, please. And 11 here, then 12 where? 11, then 12, at a bid 11, then 12, at a bid 11, then 1,200. At 11, then 12, at a bid 11, then 12, at a bid 11, then 1,200 now. I've got 1,100 on, then 12, please. At 11, then 12, at a bid 11, then 12, at a bid 11, then 12, at a bid 11 here, then 1,200 now. On the big general store merchant sign, check out the size. At 12, then 1,300. At 12 and then 13, get a bid 1,200 on, then 1,300 now. 13 and 1,400. 13 then 1,400. At 13 then 14, get 13 then 14 on the big general store merchant sign. 14 and 1,500 with the privilege panel. 15, 1,600. 15 then 1,600 now in those nice Canadian Coke colors, the best colors for Coca-Cola advertising. 15, 1,600, eye-catching. At 15, then 1,600 now. Thank you, 1,700 then. At 16, then 1,700. At 16, then 17. Got a bit 16, then 1,700 now. At 16, then 1,700 now. 16, then 17, 73.65. Try it again. Thank you. Now 17, 1,800 then. At 17 and then 1,800. At 17 and then 18. Got a bit 17 and then 1,800 now. At 17 and then 18. Got a bit 17 and then 1,800 now on the large Coca-Cola merchant store sign. My hammer's up in the air then at 17, 1,800. I got to run. 17 and then 18. Fair warning then. Last chance. Final call. Any further action? 17, 1,800. Fair warning then. 1,800. That was close. 19 then. 73.65. Got to be quick now. 18 then 1,900. 18 then 19. Try it again. 7365. Fair warning then. 18 then 1900. Last chance to bid and final call. Anyone else? Sold it at 1,800. You got it 71.84. Well done. And here we are. Lot number 101. Talk about iconic. It's a monumental 4-foot by 8-foot Coca-Cola sign from 1936. A porcelain beauty. Look at the colors. Bright and vibrant. At 32.5 we've been bid. Now 3,500. What a great, massive Coca-Cola sign here from 1936. At 32.50, then 3,500 now. 32.5 and then 3,500 now. 32.50, then 35. Get up at 32.50, then 3,500 now. That's a great advertising sign, that is. 3,500, then 37.5. 35 is bid. You're out 71.84. Try it again at 37.50. 35 and then 37.5. A 4-foot by 8-foot sign. 35 and then 37.5. A lot of porcelain there. For the money we're at now at 35 and then 37.50. 35 and then 37.5. I've got a bit 3,500 on the 37.50. 35 and then 37.5. Now got a bit 35 and then 37.50 on the 4x8 at 35 and then 37.5. You're in. Yes, you're on. 7365. 35 and then 37.5. Got to go though at 35. Now 37.5. What a bargain here. I'd have thought much more. Sold these for double and triple what we're talking right now. At 35, the deal of the day here could be this 4-foot by 8-foot Coke sign at 35 and 37.50. Check out the size. It's massive at 35 and then 37.50. Got to run though. 35 is bid. Try it again, 71.84. At 35, 37.5. We're selling it today then at 35, now 37.5. Fair warning. Last chance, everybody. 35, you're in. Yes, you're on. 35, 37.5. Any further bids? Final call then. Fair warning. Sold it at 3,500. Great buy. Brings us to lot number 102 here. It's the Quaker State Motor Oil Tombstone curb sign here. At 350, 375, then 3.5, and then 75. Got to be 350, then 375. Now 350, then 75, and 50, then 75, and 50, then 75. Now, are we all done? Fair warning then at 3.5, 375. Got it 400, then 425. Right back to you. Try it quick. 7103, 400, then 425. I've got the bid 400 on, then 425, and then 425, and then 425, and 50, then 75. Tried at 75. At 450, then 75. One more may just do it. There you are. 475, and then 500. At 475 and 500. Now you're out. 7100. At 475 and 5, 475 and 5, 475 and then 500. Are we all through on the Quaker State Tombstone? Fair warning then at 475 or 500. Sold at 475. You got it. Lot number 103 here. It's the Mobil Oil Pegasus keyhole curb sign here. A keyhole curb sign at 800 bid. You're on at 8, now 850. 800 here, then 8.5. Excellent color and gloss on this one. At 850, then 950. 900, then 950 rather. At 900, then 9.5, and then 1,000 with that iconic Pegasus graphic. 1,000, then 1,100. And 1,000, then 11, a bit 1,000 here, then 1,100. Now get a bit 1,000 here, then 1,100 where? And 1,000, then 11, a bit 1,000, then 11. A double-sided porcelain die-cut sign here. At 1,000, now 1,100. And 1,000, then 11, a bit 1,000 here, then 1,100 now. Get a bit 1,000 here, then 11, a bit 1,000, then 11, a bit 1,000, then 1,100 now. At 1,000 here, then 1,100 where? 1,000, then 11, a bit 1,000 here, then 1,100. I got you on 73.65, but now you're out. 11, then 12. Back to you. 12 and 13. At 12 and then 1,300 now, worth every penny and more. This one at 12 and 1,300. Got a bit 12 and then 13. I thought our estimate was low. At 12 and 13. Got a bit 12 and then 1,300. At 12, 13, and 1,400 then. At 13, 14, and 1,500 then. At 1,400 bid, then 15, 71.23, your turn. At 14, then 1,500. At 14, then 15, get a bid 14, then 1,500 now. At 14, and then 15, get a bid 14, then 1,500. Mobil Oil, Pegasus. At 14, 1,500, got to run. At 14, then 1,500 now, got a bid 14, then 15. Are we all done? Fair warning then. Thank you. 15 coming in. LA last minute at 15, 1,600. Now you're back in. 73.65. 1,700 back to you. At 16, then 1,700 now. At 16, then 17. A bargain of a sign here today. The Pegasus keyhole at 16, then 1,700. Got to run. 16, then 17. Fair warning then, everybody. At 16, then 1,700. Someone's getting a deal here today. At 16, then 1,700. Any further bids? Final call. Anyone else? Sold it at 1,600. We sold it at 16. It brings us to lot number 104, the popular Eco Model 97 wall-mounted air meter. This one's restored at 1,000. Bid here. Got you in at 1,000, now 1,100 here on this fabulous Model 97. Check out the restoration quality on this one at 1,000, then 1,100 now. Eco Model 97. Every garage should have one. Every collection should have one, be it a pedestal or a wall mount. At 1,000, then 1,100. Attractive and functional. 1,000, then 11, thank you, 1,200 now. And 11, then 1,200. And 11, then 12, and a bit 12, 1,300. 12, and then 1,300 now. I've got you in. 1,200, you're on. Now 13, please. At 12 and 1,300. 13, and then 1,400. On the Eco Model 97. A fabulous restored example at 13, then 1,400. At 13, then 14, got a bit 13, then 1,400 now. At 13, then 14, got a bit 13, then 1,400 now. 13, then 14, got 13, then 1,400 now. Price out the restoration cost on one of these units. You buy one in the rough, I guarantee you wouldn't be able to get it restored for what we're talking here for this fabulous, complete, restored example of an original Eco Model 87 air meter. 13, 14, you're on at 13. Yes, then 1,400, please. 7054, you're welcome to jump back in at any time. I'm at 13 and then 1,400. At 13 and then 14, get a bit 13, then 1,400 now. 15, at 14, then 1,500 now. 14, then 15, get a bit 14, then 15. Not one I'd be letting slip away. At 14, then 1,500, not a quality restoration like this one. At 14, then 1,500 now. 14, then 15, get a bit 14, then 1,500. 14, then 15, get a bit 14, then 1,500 now. Are we all done? At 14, then 15, you're on. 7054. You're in. You're safe for now. 14, now 15. Last chance, then, and final call. I've got to run. At 14, now 1500. Hammers in the air. Final call and fair warning, then. Last chance at 14, 1500. Any further bids? Final call. Sold it at 1400 and brings us to lot number 105. It's the Eco Model 98 this time. It's a pedestal air meter. At 1700, we've been bid. 1700 on the pedestal, the Model 98. Now 1800, please. At 17 and then 1800. 17 and then 18. Got a bid 17 and then 1800 now. At 1700 on, you're on. 7354. I've got you in at 17 on the pedestal version, asking 1800. 18, thank you. 1900, it's back to you. At 18 then 1900. This is the one I'd be going for. At 18 then 19. Got a bid 18 then 19. Got a bid 18 then 1900 now. At 18 then 19. Got a bid 18 then 1900. 7354, your turn. At 18 then 1900. I'm at 18 then 19. Got a bid 18 then 19. Got a bid 18 then 1900 now. On the pedestal air meter at 18. Now 1900, got to run then. Last chance, everybody, at just 18 or 1900. Selling today. Fair warning then. 18, 1900. Last chance. Final call. Anyone else? Sold it at 1800. You got it. Well done. Yes, getting into some of the nice restored pumps in the sale today. This time, a Tokai Model 39 gas pump done in Cities Service. Nice restored pump here at 18. Again, the restoration costs are going up, up, and up on these pumps. Nice to find them when they're done up and ready to display, like a lot of the pumps that we have here today. Lot number 106 brings our first one at 1800 only. A City Service pump, 19. Thank you. 2000 then. At 19, then 2000 now. At 19, then 2, get a bid 19, then 2, get a bid 19, then 2000 now. At 19, then 2000, 22 and a half then. At 22 and a half and 2500 now on the Model 39 Tokheim. At 2250, then 25. I've got a bid 22 and a half and then 2500 now. Your turn, 7019. At 2250, then 2500 now. Buy an unrestored pump. You'd pay this kind of money. This one's done up and ready to go at $22.50, then $2,500 now. This is the smart money buy at $22.50, then $2,500 now. 22 and a half and then 25. Got a bit $22.50, then $2,500 now. 22.50, then 25. I've got you in already. You're on at 22.50. Asking 2,500 though at 22.50, then 25. Anybody else? Fair warning then on the Tokai Model 39 City Service pump. Hammers in the air at 22 and a half, 2,500. Fair warning then. Anyone else? Last chance and final call then. We sold it at 22 and a half. Nice buy on it. Brings us to lot number 107. It's the Bennett Model 756 Sunoco gasoline pump here. Now, pay attention here because this pump has been restored using 2 original porcelain pump plates and original ad glasses. We just sold one of these pump plates for over $1,000 this morning. We just sold one of the pump plates. There's 2 of them on this pump, the Bennett 756. It's done up and restored right. So pay attention here. Basically, you're buying a pump for $750 right now if you were to win. At this kind of money, let's move along to $3,000 at $27.50. Now $3,000 now at $27.5 and then $3,000. Take those plates off, replace them with reproductions if you like, and sell them. Get your money back. $27.5. Now $3,000, please. At $27.50, then $3,000. Now got a bid 3. Now $32.5. Your turn. $3,000, then $32.50 on the Bennett Model 756 Sunoco pump. 3, then $32.5. $3,000 bid, then $32.50, go $32.50, go $32.50 now. 7083, it's your turn. At $3,000, then $32.50, go $32.5. At $3,000, then $32.50, go $32.50, go $32.50 now. $3,000, then $32.5. At 3, then $32.50, go $3,500. $32.50, then $3,500 now. 7405, your turn. At $32.50, then $35. Got a bid $32.50, you're on at $32.50. Now $3,500. 32 and a half. Now 32, $32.50, then $35. At $32.50, $35. Try it again. 7405, you're out. At $3,250. Asking just $3,500. I'd have thought much more. At $32.50, then $3,500 now. Is that it? Is that all? We will sell it today at 32 and a half, 3,500. Try it again, 7405. Try it one more time, one more bid. Just may buy you a nice Bennett, 756. Hammers up, though. Got to run at 32.5. Last chance and fair warning then. 32.50, 3,500. Final call. Any further bids? Sold at 32.50. Well done. And that brings us to lot number 108. A lot of chatter on this one prior to the sale. It's the Wayne Model 861 clock face, done up in Super Test. What an attractive pump. At 5,500 we're bid. I've got you in at 5,500. Now 6,000. At 5,500 bid, then 6,000 now. Got a bid at 55, and then 6, got a bid 55, and then 6,000. 55, and then 6, got a bid 55, and then 6,000. You're out 71.29. Now you're back in at 6,500. What an attractive pump. Gotta love the clock face examples at 6,000, then 6,500. 6,000 bid, then 6,500 now. The 861 Wayne at 6, now 6,500. 6,000 bid, then 65. Got to bid 6,000, then 6,500 now. At 6 and then 65. 6 and then 6,500 now. Last chance, everyone. Got to run at 6,000, 6,500. Try it one more time. 71.84. I'm at 6,000. You're on. You're in. 71.29. Just about your pump. My hammer's in the air at 6, now 6,500. Anybody else? Fair warning then. Last chance. Final call. Any further bids? Sold it there at 6,000. We sold it at 6,000. And here's another attractive pump, lot number 109. It's the Gilbert and Barker model number 70 gas pump, done in Esso this time. Nice original ad glass in this one. Such an attractive pump, lit up. These are at 37.5. Got it, yes, 37.5, then 4,000, please. At 3,750, then 4,000. Now, get up at 37.50, you're on. At 3,750, then 4,000. What a great pump you'd be buying here. At 3,750, then 4,000 now. At 37.50 on the Gilbert and Barker Model 70. 37.50, then 4,000 at 37.5, and then 4,000 now. Try it again at 4. I'm at 37.50. You're on. 7107. I've got you in at 37.5. Now 4,000. Here's an absolute bargain. Probably one of the better deals in the pumps today, happening right now. Pay attention, everybody, at 37.5 and 4,000 at 3,750, then 4,000. Now are we all done? I'll sell it today then. Not a pump that comes across the block every day, the Model 70, but here we are at just 37.50, asking 4,000. We're selling it today at 3,750, then 4,000. Are we all done? Last chance and fair warning then. Any further bids? Final call then, 3,750, 4,000. Last chance, final call. Sold it there at 37.50. Nice buy. Brings us to lot number 110. This is a great pump. Just a nice looking original pump with all uniform wear, correct cylinder. Just got a great look to it. Lot number 110. It's a Clear Vision Model 550, 10-gallon. Getting harder and harder to find honest examples like this one. Check out the parts, even the nozzle, the correct Clear Vision nozzle. You don't find these that often like this. I'm telling you, at 3,500, now 37.5. 35 bid, yes, you're on. 35 bid, then 37.50. At 35 and then 37.5, 35 and then 37.5 now. Got a bid 35, original nozzle, original cylinder. Original body, it's got all the tags on it, the correct stamp base. This is a great one at 37.50. Now 4,000. 37.5 and now 4,000 now. When you see a good one, they just have a different feeling to them. And this is one of those good ones. 4,000, 42.5, now 4,500. 42.5 and then 4,500. And the tinted cylinder to boot at 42.50, then 4,500 now. 42.50, then 45. Get a bit 42.50, then 4,500. 42.5 and then 45. I got you in 72.42 on the nice Canadian 10-gallon Clear Vision Model 550 visible gas pump at 42.5, 4,500. If you've been waiting for a nice one, now's the time to act at 42.5, asking 45. Got to run, though, at 42.50, then 4,500 now. Hammers in the air. Last chance, everybody. Got to run. Fair warning at 42.50, then 4,500 now. Last chance. Hammers up. Final call. Any further bids? Fair warning. 42.50, 4,500. Sold it at 42.5. Well done. Nice pump.
I hope you enjoyed the latest episode of Auction Studio, the best of Miller & Miller Auctions.
Think you've got something special in your home? Well, your treasure may well be the next big discovery here at Auction Studio.
Until next time, keep hunting.
The preceding program has been presented by Ballinran Entertainment, marking 30 years of filmmaking excellence in 2025. From Stratford to the world, we bring compelling stories to life.